What made Zendaya so beautiful? Is she the most attractive young actress in Marvel movies? And by the way, did you know that Zendaya was teased as a kid for having a big head? Seems like her beauty was not acknowledged early if Zendaya's older brothers and sisters always made fun of her because of her large head. Good that such teasing never bothered her relationship with her siblings and boyfriends. Welcome to Fair Pearls. Today, we're going to analyze the beauty of Zendaya's face and find out what made her so attractive. We are going to make a lot of use of photos taken during recordings of the movies she acted in recent years. Part 1. Her story and physical characteristics. During the past few years, Zendaya Coleman is on the very swift rise to becoming America's sweetheart and ultimate girl crush. And she's not just a pretty face, she sings, acts, and can dance. Zendaya was born on September 1st, 1996, in Oakland, California, and her full name is Zendaya Mary Stormer Coleman. Zendaya is one of the tallest celebrities. We can say that on the basis of her height, which is 5.1 feet or 1.78 meters. And if we talk about her weight, then her weight is 59 kilograms. As a celebrity, she maintained herself very well. Zendaya is an American actress, singer, and producer who started her career as a child model and a background dancer. She got the biggest breakthrough when she got an offer to a leading role in the Disney Channel series Shake It Up. In 2013, she took part in Dancing with the Stars, where she and her partner placed second. In 2016, Zendaya made her feature film debut as Michelle in Spider-Man: Homecoming, which was released in July 2017. The film grossed $117 million in its first weekend, ranking #1 at the box office. Around the same time, she was cast as Ann Wheeler in The Greatest Showman, which also came out in 2017. As a Hollywood movie star, she became a young icon of 21st century popular culture, immortalized by her natural brown hair, her energy, and her beautiful face. Her charisma, talent, sensuality, and physical beauty made her admired by millions. Zendaya is currently dating a British actor, and previously her co-actor in Marvel Spider-Man movies, who is Tom Holland. They confirmed their relationship on Instagram on the 25th birthday of Zendaya. In an interview, Zendaya says that Tom Holland was the first person whom she messaged after her Emmy win. Why did Tom Holland fall in love with Zendaya so easily? Let's analyze the beauty of her face. Part 2. Face Analysis. The width of Zendaya's face is mostly the same length as her face thanks to her full and pretty noticeable cheeks. Her jawline has mostly soft, round shapes rather than pointy or angular edges, and cheekbones are the broadest feature of the whole facial structure. Such a face shape is perfectly uniform with a petite look as typically seen in young children. That is why the face of Zendaya is quite feminine, with great features of sexual dimorphism. Zendaya's face shows a fat deposit level of 0 out of 10, and fine, she has only the minimum necessary amount of fat deposit. Maintaining a low level of fat deposits helps her to keep her attractiveness through the years. Believe it or not, scientific studies find facial fat deposits are one of the strongest determinants of attractiveness in a female face. Reduced levels of fatty deposits in the face can signal health, youth, and status. Zendaya's best features are the bitemporal to bizygomatic ratio, eye canthal tilt, and chin length to philtrum length ratio. Let's start with the bitemporal to bizygomatic ratio. It is 1.04 and the ideal value is 1.04. Seems she won a genetic lottery. This feature dramatically impacts Zendaya's perceived attractiveness. Zendaya's bizygomatic to mid-face height ratio is 1.77, and the ideal value is 1.72. The smaller the value, the better it is. Zendaya's eye canthal tilt angle is 11 degrees and the ideal value is 14 degrees. What is an eye canthal tilt? Why is a positive tilt more attractive than a negative tilt? The eye canthal tilt is the angle between the internal corner of the eyes and the external corner of the eyes. This tilt is a crucial section of periorbital aesthetics. The eye canthal tilt can be negative, neutral, or positive. The canthus tilt is considered positive if the medial canthus angle ranges between 5 and 8 degrees below the external corner of the eyes. A negative canthal tilt is achieved when the medial canthus tilt varies between -5 to -8 degrees beneath the lateral canthus. A neutral tilt is when the medial canthus and lateral canthus are in line. According to a study held at the University of Toronto by Basher and Geist, canthal tilt is a powerful cue for female facial attractiveness. For example, positive canthal tilt gives one a more attractive, sharper, and younger look. The possible explanation for this phenomenon, as per the study, is the fact that palpebral fissure inclination is steeper in children than adults makes it a neonatal feature, and the fact that it is again steeper in females than males after puberty also makes it a sexually dimorphic feature. In their publication The Beautiful Eye, medical doctors Volpe and Ramirez from Johns Hopkins Hospital mentions, this upward tilt of the intercanthal axis is one of the most distinctive qualities of the beautiful eye. When one looks at any truly beautiful face, this upward tilt is found to be present. The book Cosmetic Patient Evaluation by Tian Ran Zhu from Warren Alpert Medical School of Brown University, USA mentions that the concept of the canthal tilt is critical as it serves as an important indicator of aging. A positive canthal tilt with the lower eyelid slightly tilting upward along the lateral canthus exudes youth, health, and exuberance. On the contrary, a depressed tilt projects old age, melancholy, and weariness. Now you understand why Zendaya's canthal tilt is such an important part of her facial beauty. As scientists found out, a positive canthal tilt can make women look attractive and younger and feminized. That is maybe the reason that so often Zendaya continues to play teenagers in movies even at 26 years old. Zendaya's chin length to philtrum length ratio is 3 and the ideal value is 2.32. Chin angle is 122 degrees while the ideal value is 129 degrees. Both features have a medium impact on the actress's perceived attractiveness, and she has a pretty high score for each of them. Overall, Zendaya's chin is pretty close to ideal. Its length is 124 psi units and the ideal value is 149 psi units. A study at the School of Psychology, University of St Andrews, UK by Parrott found that very attractive female faces have more feminine features, a smaller chin, and higher cheekbones. Zendaya's jaw angle is around 163 degrees, while the ideal value is 155 degrees. The researchers observed that there are dramatically opposing selection pressures acting upon the female jaw morphology. A female appears more feminine when the jaw angle moves forward. It increases the prominence of the jaw angle and sharpens the face shape. But women look more attractive when the jaw angle does not dramatically increase or decrease. In that case, her overall face shape became more round and the prominence of the jaw angle became less. The less strong feature of Zendaya's face is her nose width. It is 129 psi units while the ideal value is 181 psi units. Fortunately, even with a wide nose, a woman can be considered beautiful because such a feature has a medium impact on perceived attractiveness. Part 3. Makeup Tricks. Do you know that Zendaya prefers to put makeup on herself? I love doing my own makeup for red carpets. I know my face the best, she said during an interview not long ago. Zendaya is big on glowing skin. Growing up, she was never really into beauty because her mom was a beauty minimalist. Her best advice for keeping your hair and skin in tip-top shape is don't do too much. Zendaya acknowledges the importance of perfect skin for personal health and for her career. In one of her own articles published online, she says the following: "What helps me feel confident? A lot of things contribute, but having a good skincare routine makes all the difference. Pampering my skin and seeing the results from that is so relaxing and really boosts my confidence. When your skin feels poppin', you feel poppin'. You're glowing from the inside out." There are several skincare products Zendaya uses at the same time. The first one is vitamin E oil. I smooth on vitamin E oil, which makes my skin look fresh and feel so soft by the morning. Vitamin E oil rejuvenates and blocks free radicals, which contribute to the aging process, Zendaya mentioned in public. The other two products are eye gel and oil-free moisturizer. This eye gel helps to puff my under eyes and keep the skin hydrated, Zendaya wrote herself. As for oil-free moisturizer, she admits that it protects against sun damage, doesn't clog my pores, and contains green tea extract, a great antioxidant. The performer has also shared her simplified skincare routine, saying that it's so important to take care of your skin and pamper it before you go to bed. One of my biggest tips for keeping your skin clear is to wash your makeup off before you go to bed. There are no excuses. Zendaya's second skincare trick is toner. With cotton pads, I apply rose water with hazel as a toner. It's really refreshing and has a nice, soft scent, Zendaya wrote. In another article, Zendaya specifically spoke about the beauty products that help her with acne, saying that every girl needs a few secret weapons to keep their skin clear. When she's doing graphic makeup or dramatic looks, Zendaya has said that she loves red lips and a little winged eyeliner on the outer corner of the eye. Part 4. Hairstyle, Fitness Regime, and Jewelry. Zendaya is very careful when choosing her hairstyles. She knows that the best hairstyles for her which could match her face perfectly are something with wavy hair. It is well known in the fashion industry that wave styles will help flatter round shapes and make any face look longer and more attractive. In such cases, the best hair lengths should be of medium or long sizes. But even if to go short is pretty risky, Zendaya managed to do a lot of crazy experiments with her head during her career, having had most hairstyles under the sun. From bowl cuts to poetic justice braids, Zendaya even rocked a mullet at the Grammy Awards 2016. It was definitely a nod to the late David Bowie appearances. Why did she do something like that? Was it a cleverly chosen wig or her natural hair? It is hard to tell for sure, but one we know pretty well. Zendaya looks perfect even with a mullet on top of her head. As far as fitness goes, Zendaya is not averse to using little psychological tricks to motivate herself for a workout. During quarantine in 2020, the actress and her well-known assistant Darnella Pling began a workout regimen together, and in an effort to stick with the routine and distract herself from the workout, Zendaya apparently got into the habit of dressing up in wigs and embodying different characters each time, just to bring a little hilarity to whatever workout they're up to. When she's playing a dancer like Rocky Blue or an acrobatic trapeze artist like Ann Wheeler in The Greatest Showman, Zendaya obviously has to amp up her workouts a bit. Find something that's actually fun for you, she told Justine magazine. Dancing and fight choreography are enjoyable for Zendaya automatically, making it much easier for her to prepare for her roles and stay healthy in between shoots. Specialists of Fair Pearls channel want to mention that Zendaya's jewelry fits her public image in the best way possible, and it seems that carefully chosen pearl earrings and strands are another great way to highlight her natural beauty. Pearls are big, natural, and often of Tahitian and South Sea pearl types. You can always find similar to Zendaya's jewelry by visiting our specialized website fairpearls.com. We offer naturally formed pearls of the highest quality, but always with a good discount. Perfect fit for any face, budget, and occasion guarantee. Do you find Zendaya's story inspiring? Do you think that most of her beauty came naturally? Or does much of her astonishing look depend on her makeup skills, skincare tricks, or fitness routines? Do you think that Zendaya should fix her nose with the help of a plastic surgeon? As we mentioned in our face analysis section, only the nose of Zendaya is not as perfect as her other facial features. Please share your opinion in the comments section below, and do not forget to subscribe or leave a like if you appreciate our work. See you next time.